this next set of documents is from the Temperance Movement, the Women's Temperance Movement. I will be bringing up pictures here to show you what I'm talking about a little bit. These cartoons are basically cartoons about prohibition and of the early 1900s. In the first one, in this first cartoon, you will see respectable on the right hand sleeve, and on the left hand sleeve you have a anti-prohibitionist voter. This is supposed to represent, of course, at least to me, is the prohibitionist. If you're a prohibitionist, you're respectful, and you're not a drunk and kind of just a deviant type person. That's basically what that's saying right there. And also, in the upper left-hand corner of this, picture, you will see a grave with the family walking away, basically stating that alcohol destroys families. People who drink alcohol, it's basically putting everybody into one big bubble, saying everybody who drinks alcohol will end up having family problems and issues like that. On the next picture, we see and this is cartoon 5. It is looks like an arm stabbing an octopus, and the arm says "Prohibition Party" on the cuff of the sleeve, and he's stabbing it with the vote. He is stabbing the squid with the vote, which is supposed to, I believe, represent alcohol and the alcohol industry at this time. You have on the octopus, you see saloon right on the head. This is one of the reasons why I get that. Also, you see on the far left, you'll see a ordinance of law on one tentacle, traffic and girls on another tentacle, just a little bit further to the closer to the bottom of the picture. Gambling over on closer to the right hand side, closest arm to the right hand side. Partnership into thieves is kind of right off with the gambling one. And political corruption. These are all things that the temperance movement of the time believe alcohol causes. These are all issues that alcohol causes. During the temperance movement of the time in the early 1900s. All right, next cartoon. Cartoon 10. We have a dentist doing dental work on Uncle Sam. Woohoo! The dentist represents the prohibition movement of the 1900s again. You see, within the dentist, he's holding a pliers that says "the vote," which to me represents he's about to pull out. He's got the vote. He wants to pull out a tooth, and let's see here. On Uncle Sam, you have, what's it say? Politeness or plights and high license. wrapped around Uncle Santa's face, which is, I believe, this is supposed to be the Temperance Movement, or the Temperance voters pulling out alcohol from Uncle Sam. And on the side, if you look closely on the table, you'll see a bunch of different like remedies. You have Anti-Saloon League on one bottle. You have local option, something or other. I can't read those last three letters. Let's see here. Gotten System 2.0. I think that's what it says. Re-education pills. Interesting. Political powders. Something treating. I can't read all these, but I believe these are all supposed to be remedies for the alcohol issue of the time and the Prohibitionist era. Next, we are looking at Cartoon 15. Okay, in Cartoon 15, right below it, it says, ever since the war, the liquor wolf has perched himself on a beer barrel and smiled complacently while the contest between the Republicans and Democrats has gone on. He knows perfectly well that while the majority of the country's citizens are absorbed in the existing partisan quarrel, liquoridom is safe. It is of interest of the liquor traffic to keep up a mock contest between the Democrats and Republicans over the tariff, the currency expansion, and the like. In that way, the fatal day when the people shall divide on the liquor question is postponed. The Prohibition Party is the only thing which threatens to disturb the self-complacency of the wolf. His smile will surely come off when good citizens vote against grog and the grog in a grogless party. So in this picture you see a wolf with a fairly hefty belly, sitting on a beer barrel that says saloon, on his belly that says saloon. And then you have a cockfight between the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, which is extremely hilarious to me, especially during this time period. Not just the one that I'm talking about in the history class, but also the one I'm talking about that we're living in right now, because it's the same damn thing. Two cocks trying to fight each other, but they don't really have any purpose to either way. They're both on the same side, just one's a little bit better than the other by a smidge, not by much. Their economic policies are exactly the same for the most part. And now we're going to go to Cartoon 20. In Cartoon 20, it reads at the bottom, the number of men who blandly assure that they are as good prohibitionists as you are would sink a ship. They represent all sorts of supposed good intentions. One class of our friends keep right on voting for the old parties and wishing us well, and other class vote the ticket when it is handy, but do nothing to help the party grow, and sleepily between elections say the Lord will do the business and do nothing themselves. Some of our own folks feel that they have done their whole duty when they have royally abused all the people who ought to vote our ticket and do not. While it may be that practically all rascals are opposed to the Prohibition Party, not all who oppose the party or do not vote its ticket are bad men by any means. Okay. And I'm looking at this, okay, showing many good citizens who profess opposition to the saloon artists when the opportunity presents itself. And on the right side, you see a man sitting on a table with a gun right here that says "The Vote," and a woman with the alcohol, fighting a bear that says "Alcohol." And I think he's supposed to represent like somebody who is not really doing. He wants to be. He's for prohibition, but not quite. But he's not. He figures he's done enough fighting for prohibition the way it is. On the right hand side here, where you see the man pointing, the opponents are the devil. Where the Prohibition Party would be if I ran it. Okay, and there's a saloon. So it's basically saying that the person that if I was a prohibitionist, this is the way I'd be the leader, and the saloons would be under my control. Basically, it looks like. And that bottom picture right there that he's got sitting while he's painting the devil, and it says he's saying, "You can't print. I'm rap black." I can't read that. It's just too damn difficult. And that is that is it for the Prohibitionist cartoons. And I'll check it later.